Welcome to Slacker Gaming, where all slackers can game. If you're not already a part of the community, then hit that red subscribe button to become part of Slacker Nation.
In this episode, we're going to meet with the coach and find out what players are being redshirted, the depth chart he is looking at, the schedule for this year, and what the coach is looking for in recruiting. So if you'd like to watch that, stick around.
Welcome back to 688, the Bull Jayhawk Radio, meeting up again with Kansas's football head coach, Slacker Gaming. We got a bunch going on as it is beginning the season, and I got a lot of questions about the players you're going to redshirt, the depth chart you're looking at, the schedule that you guys have for this year, and I want to hear something about the recruits. Let's talk. Well, thank you so much for having me on. As far as the red shirts go, Butler, we're going to redshirt at halfback as he is a freshman. Coley at wide receiver as well as a freshman. Going through the offensive line, we haven't decided yet on Gary if we're going to make him a redshirt or not. I think we're going to keep him out, but we could redshirt him right before the season. Arnold on the offensive line, and then the two right tackles, Smith and Walker, at the right tackle position, both being redshirted as freshmen. Then going over to the other side, the left end, Waller, we're going to redshirt. Bix is going to stay as a regular freshman. Jackson, we're going to redshirt on that right inside. Lacey at defensive tackle, we're going to redshirt as well. And then the outside linebackers, Rogers, we're going to redshirt. Tucker, we're going to redshirt. Allen, we're going to redshirt. All of them going to be redshirted, hoping that they can play very, very well their freshman year and practice and really be ready for their, freshman season, but actually a sophomore on the field. At middle linebacker, we're going to redshirt Allen. We think he has a lot to do, a lot of growing to do, and that redshirt will definitely help his freshman be able to get used to the game speed and everything, and then he'll come back next year as a freshman and hopefully give us some good quality time. And all the freshmen that we are redshirting, it's for basically that they can get that year under their belt without losing a year of eligibility. We're really hoping they come back as sophomores, or in their case, redshirt freshmen, and play well for us. We are also looking at getting Pendleton as a redshirt, so I think we're going to keep him redshirted for this year, and that's going to do it for our redshirts. Looking at depth chart, we kind of got the same team as last year. We got a few guys moving around. The halfbacks are the same, quarterbacks the same. A little bit of change at the wide receiver position. We're actually going to put Chase, which is our number one guy. We're going to go put him in the slot just because that speed is going to be hard for any defense to catch up to. And we think we can definitely utilize the speed there. So we're going to put him in the slot. Gray, a very, very tall guy, 6 foot. We're going to go put him at our number one spot to run those number one routes. The tight end, looking the exact same from last year. The offensive line, we're moving a few guys around, but it's mostly going to just be kind of the next guy up type of thing. We lost a few seniors last year, and we got a bunch of seniors on this offensive line this year. So that's kind of going to jump into the other stuff about the recruiting. We're definitely wanting offensive line freshmen to come in. We've got a few that we got last year that we're super excited about, that we've redshirted, and hopefully can come in next year and make a big impact on the team. Our center, again, we moved Gary to that center position. We're going to want to get him some playing time this year. So he's actually right now looking like he's going to be starting as a freshman. Hopefully he can prove to us that he deserves to be out there. And he's done that in camp right now. He's doing very, very good in camp and really kind of shown us that he is all that he's meant up to be. And we recruited him knowing that, but after camp, after all the 2-a-days and everything, Gary's looked very, very good. Very, very comfortable in that center position, so we're going to keep him there. Another freshman looking to get a starting role is Bix. Bix has played very, very well on the defensive line, kind of shown that as a freshman, he's still he's a big dude, you know that. But yeah, I think he's got what it takes to be a starter as well. So we got a few freshmen starting on the offense, a few on the defense, and that's kind of about it. As far as not just being the next guy up. Most of the guys are just kind of next guy up. They saw some playing time last year, and I think they'll see obviously more playing time this year with it being open. A few younger guys like Robert Richardson, we were wanting him to really progress from what he did last year as a freshman
redshirt, played just a little bit, but we think he's got what it takes to be kind of that Jake Love that we lost last year. Just a huge hole in that defense that we're looking to make better. We've got, Skylar Miles, obviously our number one guy back there, kind of running the defense, being the defensive captain. But it is better if we have more guys kind of around him. So we've really tried to do that with recruiting. We've really gone out and got linebackers to kind of complement Miles. It will be Miles last year, obviously. And so we want to make sure we get some good people there, but we also get some people that learn underneath him and kind of learn the ropes. And Miles has been a good teacher to the young guys. Really taught them that, there's just a lot to learn in the college football game. Learn how to read defenses, learn how to read offenses, know where to shift, know when to move, know what gaps to fill, that type of thing. So, and then a lot of that's just instinct, some people have it, some people don't. Miles is definitely a guy that has that instinct of just being in the right place, knowing where the ball is going to go before the ball goes there. And that's kind of what makes him that All-American middle linebacker. And at Kansas, we've had a couple of them now through my coaching career, and I feel like we're going to have a lot more just because these big guys like Miles really teach the young guys kind of the role and what to look for. And it's good to have a guy like that can teach your younger guys kind of the ropes and teach them how to play better than they could just typically normally play if they didn't have anybody kind of teaching them the ropes. So we're really excited about what the linebacker position has to offer. We got corners that can just pounce on the ball everywhere. They're all really, really fast, so we're not worried about speed, not worrying about being outgunned in the Big 12, which, there's a lot of passing offenses in the Big 12. So cornerbacks is a must need, and we kind of went out and addressed that. And we've got a few guys that we're targeting for this next year's class as well at that cornerback position. Got a couple of young guys at that cornerback position right now, like Tucker. Tucker's playing out of his mind, very young guy. So we got him for hopefully another couple of years. And then kind of just going through the kicker, same as last year, punter, same as last year. We're returning Mills, the best kick returner, punt returner in the nation. Obviously, he's going to be returning because he could just change a game basically whenever he wants to. He can return any single kick back. You kind of just don't know when it's going to happen. You know it's going to happen. You just don't know when it's going to happen. So he brings that to the team, which I think is great, and I think will definitely help us this year as it did last year, win us a couple games basically. If he can return one, every couple of games, that's going to be huge for us. So we're putting him back there at kick return, punt returner. I mean, you just can't have a guy like him that is on your team. And then going to the schedule and what we've kind of decided as a schedule is week 1, we're going to have a bye week. We're going to go out, recruit hard, see what we can come up with. Week 2, we are actually going to be doing the border war showdown basically with Missouri, and we try to play them every year. This year we were able to fit them in week 2. I'm super excited about that for the guys and the rivalry and all the stuff goes with it. Week 3 is going to be a bye week as well, and then week 4, which is the game I've circled since we've got the game, we are going to Georgia Tech, and Georgia Tech beat us last year in the bowl game, and our guys still kind of beating themselves up about it. Felt like they should have won that game, so we're going to give them another chance this year. Week 4 at Georgia Tech, and then we're going to start Big 12 play home. Week 5 versus Texas Tech, Week 6 against Texas A&M, Week 7 versus SMU, and Week 8 at Oklahoma. All of those home games, so 4 home games in a row. Then we're going to go 3 away games with at West Virginia, at Baylor, at Texas, and Week 9, 10, and 11. Then home against Kansas State for the Sunflower Showdown, and hopefully we can get another victory there this year. And then we're going to at Iowa State and then at Oklahoma State in Week 14. Week 15 will be the conference championship, and since the Big 12 is the way it is now, there will be a conference winner from the North and the South, and those two teams will play in the conference championship. So last year, no conference championships for us, but we will have one this year. And then going to our recruiting, we're needing a lot of filling guys. We're needing a few stars. Don't get me wrong. I mean, every class wants a star, but I feel like we have certain positions that need to be looked at more for like depth and stuff like that. Like, I feel confident with every single player we have and that they can do the job. it's more or less just trying to find someone that can, fill in and be, a good team player and learn the ropes and play well and get some playing time. So we're not looking for anything out of the ordinary. As I said earlier, we're looking for offensive linemen. We lost a lot last year, and we're going to lose a big group this year. So we're really needing offensive linemen this year in the recruiting class, and that's really what we're going after mostly, is that offensive line role. Their defense as well. We're looking every year at defense, but the linebackers is kind of another position we're looking at. Miles leaving this year as a senior. We're really wanting him to, he's going to leave a legacy behind, and we've really got to fill that position in. And I feel like we got some young players right now that could do that, but, we need to plan for the future, and, hopefully we can find a freshman that will, push our upper class guys, or upperclassmen that can help these freshmen along. So we are looking at that linebacker position as well, to try to find a linebacker that we like and that we think can definitely help us in football and at the position. So yeah, we got a bunch of guys, and I think last year's top 5 class has just proven to people that, believe in the system, we'll get it done. And I'm hoping that this year we can have a very good year and kind of show people that, hey, not only can we recruit, but we can put it out on the field, and we can win some games. And the last couple of years we've done that, and it's been nice that the Kansas AD has trusted me, and Kansas University has trusted me to come in here and give me an extension, kind of letting me know that, hey, we want you around for a little while longer. We want you to build something great here, and I kind of expect to do that with the recruiting starting. And obviously every great program needs to have the right pieces, and that's kind of what we're trying to do here. Again, last year with the top 5 class was really great, and I would say, yeah, expect that every year, but no, we're going to get the players that we feel like could be beneficial to us, whether or not they're rated high or not. We don't really care. We just want the players that we know that can play good for us, and that will grow as players, grow as human beings, and just be great players on and off the field. And that's what we want to build at Kansas. And that's hopefully what we're going to get done here this year with recruiting. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Also, feel free to hit that red subscribe button. So as I kind of explained in the last episode, we're doing things a little different, and I want to put a story to everything. So it won't be just commentary, anymore about just me just commentating the games, and I'm hoping you guys enjoy it. Till next time, Slacker out.